Now joined by his counterpart here today, Ralph Hasenhuttl. Was this a performance you wanted from your side after losing 3-0 at Brentford? Was this what you expected, what you wanted?
In the start, absolutely. We knew that we will get some good counter chances in the beginning. I think we had some good moments. A beautiful goal from Redis. We tried to play football. We took a lot of risks today against maybe the best pressing team in the league. We had to. It looked sometimes a little bit too risky, but you cannot only defend all the time, and we tried to build up, but it didn't really work very often. You have to stay in the game as long as possible. I mean, we had a perfect start and conceded an easy goal, what is still, for me, not good enough defended in the box when you have so many players there around. I mean, Taki does it fantastic, but it is too simple. Yeah, and then in the second half, we didn't give them a lot of chances, a few they had. And the way they scored the second goal is not really a goal chance. We can clear the ball easily on the first post and don't do it. And this is the frustrating thing for me, the disappointing thing for me. It's still an open game. You can still come back. And in the end, then you could feel that the belief was there that we can maybe still make it tight for them or tough for them. And we had a few good moments where the goalkeeper had a few good saves. One time it was close to making the equalizer. This is the way you can play against this team, and even if they had changed a lot of players, you can see the quality up front with Firmino, with Diego Jota. This is still quality, Minamino. And for us, in a moment, not the easiest way to play, but yeah, we tried it, and we tried to make it as tight as possible.
I'm going to play that winning goal, actually, since you brought it up, and I'm not sure if you've actually seen it yourself.
Oh, I have seen it.
Have you seen it in depth so far? Okay, talk me through
what do you think heads it first?
Yeah, who do you think heads it first? What would you have preferred to see done?
The problem is in front of the first post, because you have to clear the ball. Yeah. And then we don't have to speak about what happens in the center, because the ball never can go there, because we can clear it on the first post.
Right there, as you can see.
Yeah, here we must clear the ball and not only flick it. The ball must go here in this direction.
Okay, bad clearance overall.
This was
frustrating.
Frustrating.
Yeah, Ralph, you frustrated Liverpool, and the game plan seems to be working for a good half an hour. But did you believe that the players could fully concentrate for long enough to stop Liverpool getting that one moment that they usually need?
I'm sure that we have shown this against Arsenal. It was nearly the same game. Make an early goal and then defend it quite proper in and around the box, better than today in some moments. But yeah, sure, it's clear that they will get chances. But you see, when we tried it always in different ways. This season we played in Anfield very offensive, tried to press them early. Now we did it in the opposite way. Still changed sometimes in a 4-2-2 during the game to surprise them in some moments, to have higher ball wins. It's not so easy to surprise such a team, but in some moments we did it. When we scored the first goal, we did it. And we tried a lot of things, but in the end, you need then in some moments also the luck that this is not a goal, and then that you maybe get in the end still a chance to get something. That's the way we do it, and I think it was by far the best.
I know there's still one game of the season left, Ralph, and obviously a disappointment here not to finish on a bit more of a positive note here at home this season. But is your mind clicking to the summer and maybe looking towards next season already?
We have now a few injury problems. We had lost 2 from our 3 fullbacks we had this season with Romain also out for 5-6 weeks. Dino, as we know, out. We had to change the shape today in a back 5. Still one game to go, and we know that we have to do something in the summer. We know this, and it will be an intense summer after an intense season. Cannot look too much forward, but it will be a lot of work to do in the summer. Yes.
Okay, Ralph, thank you very much for taking the time to speak to us. All the best for the final game of the season.
Thanks, Ralph.
Have a good summer.
Same to you. I hope you get some time to relax. Yeah. How would you assess their season? Kind of basing off that last question. Overall,
I almost feel that there's a sense of frustration in Ralph. Just listening to him and seeing him on the touchline, and even after games and some of the, like when he's speaking with the media, it's been those inconsistency, like the great performances, taking points off a team like City, doing well against a lot of the top sides, and then sort of in games where you would not expect, because quite clearly every game in the Premier League is a tough game, but matches where we we've either given soft goals away, Southampton, or made a mistake that's cost, a point or 3 points. And I think that's where Ralph is probably frustrated, that we haven't had more consistent performances throughout the whole campaign.
Yeah, creating a mentality. You saw Shimikas and the way that he reacted, and sometimes I think in the big games where you're not expected to win, it's easy to sometimes play a bit freer, to more at ease with everything, because you're not expected to win. It's the games you're expected to win, because you have to go and make it happen. And that's where they maybe have disappointed sometimes.
One little thing I would add, though, is also look at the positive side of stuff. I mean, it's quite clear it's been a disappointing end to this so far, to the run into the end of this season. But there's been a huge amount of positives as well. Like budget-wise and net spend, I don't think there's been, in comparison to a lot of other teams. It's going to be an interesting summer for Southampton to see. The manager just touched on there about sort of some key injuries, Livramento, Perot for a few weeks. Livramento is a long-term one, so that might just change maybe how they sort of look at the market and what business they want to do in the summer.
Yeah, interesting to see what approach does happen.